Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bitch and Brainstorm podcast. This is the Elevate Your Online Presence Business Summit edition. And I have with me Jenna, who is a girl that I follow on TikTok. And I get all of my juicy Instagram secrets from her. And I was so happy when she was like, yes, I'll be a part of your summit. So I'm like, yes, very cool. Because I wanted someone to come and talk specifically about these social media things that are keep changing. Everything keeps changing on us. You know, they're talking about banning TikTok as of today, which is March 16th. We'll see if it happens by the time this is published, if TikTok is banned. But, you know, Instagram, and then there's YouTube, and then there's Facebook Reels, and then there's LinkedIn, and there's all of the things. How the heck do we keep up with all of it? So Jenna and I are going to have a conversation about it. And I cannot wait for you to get to know her a little bit more. So let's see, Miss Jenna. All right, let's talk about the thing we were just talking about. How do you keep Instagram from taking all damn day long?
Yes. Okay. Well, the first thing, and you've heard a million people say it, but it's to batch and schedule your content. And then people go, batch, oh, that feels inauthentic. That feels like so much more work. Listen, have you heard about this concept of like batching like tasks?
Yes.
So it's highly studied, right? So if you're standing by the microwave and you first of all you go, oh shit, I haven't posted today, and you beat yourself up about it, that takes energy, that takes time. And then you think of the post, and then you go through your camera roll and you look for a photo, and then you see a picture of your cat, and then you see a screenshot you screenshotted trying to remind you to do something later. And then you choose your picture, and then you write your caption, and then you look for a bunch of hashtags, and at this point the microwave's on fire. I mean, posting on the fly and not batching your tasks and doing it all at once is actually what is taking us all damn day.
Yep. Word to Big Bird, girlfriend.
So what I do with my clients and what I teach is the systems that I learned by being a social media manager for years and years. And taking me, I was burning the midnight oil. I'm up all night. My boyfriend would leave for work in the morning and he'd come home and I'd be in the same spot in my pajamas starving because it was taking me so long to run the social media for my clients. And so now I teach business owners how to do it themselves, learning using all the tricks that I took years to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. So thinking about all the different platforms that I just mentioned, how do we know if Instagram is the best platform for us to use? Like, why should somebody be on Instagram?
So the thing that, something I'll say that maybe not a lot of social media managers will say is that you can choose and all of them work. Whatever strategy you use, it will work. Whatever platform you're on, it has billions of other users. And so your ideal clients are on there if it's the one that you want to use. So I like to choose the platform you should be on based on the ones you shouldn't be on. So TikTok, you need to create a lot of video content of yourself. So if you're not comfortable on camera, you're not able to make 3 videos a day, I wouldn't say TikTok's for you. Pinterest is highly visual. It's very crafty. It's very creative. There's lots of how-to. It's essentially a search engine. You need a little bit more time and you need to be linking people over to a highly functioning website that sells for you. If you don't have those ingredients, that's probably not the one for you, and so on and so on. So with Instagram, you need to be able to use your phone. You need to be able to, you can be on camera, you can take photos, you can be on video, or you can just exclusively use photos or graphics. So it's a lot more accessible. So as long as you like Instagram and you don't have like a deep-seated hatred for it, it's highly accessible for pretty much every business owner if it's the one that you choose to be on.
Yeah. I am a big fan of like, where do you hang out? If you're not naturally hanging out on Instagram, like I'm telling people, don't just go be on TikTok because everybody else is on TikTok. Like if you don't hang out there, you know what I mean? Like you gotta,
and TikTok especially, because people come to me and they ask like what they should be doing on TikTok, and it is impossible to explain unless you have seen it because it's such a strange and unique platform.
It really is. It really, really is. And I mean, goodness gracious, you literally curate your own algorithm. So you have to be like relatable to what are people wanting to talk about? What are they wanting to learn about? And if your content is not you're not going to be seen. You're not going to go anywhere. So it's so much work. So what would you say? Let's see here. What is my next question? My next question is, let's talk about Reels. So Instagram Reels, very different than TikTok, very different than a lot of other types of video content out there. What's been your experience with Instagram Reels? Like, are they worth the hassle? How are they different than TikTok? How are they different than YouTube Shorts? Like, what's different about Reels? And should we be taking our time to make Reels?
Okay, so are they worth it? Yes, for growth. A reel isn't a place typically where you're going to sell your product or service. A reel is a place where you're going to get in front of new people. And if they like you enough and you're fun, then they come over and follow you, or if, fun or beautiful or educational or whatever. So the way that I look at social media strategies is you need 3 types of content all the time. You need content that grows your following, content that nurtures your current followers, and then content that converts your spicy hot leads into customers, right? So the reels are that growth content. The reels are posts that the algorithm will show to other people. Instagram used to be a place where your posts could easily get in front of strangers, but now there's 3 ways to do that, essentially, to grow and to get in front of strangers. You make it to the Discover tab. You post a reel and the algorithm helps you out and shows your post to other people for you, or you get referrals or shares of your content, and that's how you get into front of other people. So the reels is the most accessible, easy way to have the platform work for you and get you in front of new eyeballs. So is it worth it when I put it like that?
It can be, yes. But I've also noticed, like, the difference with Reels is that it's very trending audio, text on screen, like short, sweet, to the point. Not really, like, I don't see a lot of people talking educational on Reels. Would you say that's true, or am I just completely out of the loop?
Well, it's a hard question to answer because every video is now considered a reel. So you could have a 15-minute video on Instagram. It's technically a reel. So I do a lot of like 35-second speaking informational reels, and they get, thousands of views on them. But in my feed, I have the same experience as you, where it's predominantly trending audios. Everyone's feed is very different. And I log into multiple accounts per week and I see that their feeds are super different. So it's hard to give like a end all and be all statement, but I would say that in my experience, it's the same as yours. And a text that's educational is more commonly seen than a voiceover.
Yeah. It's like, all I see are use this for trending audio. Like, that's all I see. And I'm like, oh my God. So my friend and I have a deal. So I send her TikToks and she sends me reels that we need to see because I'm like, I don't see the stuff that she sees, right? And she doesn't see the stuff I see. So we have that rule.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, because in the same TikTok's algorithm is much better at curating it and showing you what you like, but Instagram does have that same element. So you're seeing content based on what you're talking about and the people that you're interacting with and what they're talking about and what they're interacting with. And there's a million factors that go into it. But I tend to see a lot of other social media managers and small businesses. And then I have girlfriends who exclusively see like people falling down. Or so like funny. Sports highlights. My fiance's feed is just all sports.
Yeah. So funny. So I am super excited to have you on our panel. You are going to be on April 20th on the content and social media panel at 2:00 Pacific time. And you're going to love this, but our content and social media panels, all female.
And multiple Jennas.
I know, like multiple Jenna. So that's really, really fun. The other Jenna is she has Group Track. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Group Track, but Group Track is like allows you to turn your Facebook into a pipeline. And they just added Instagram. So now you can turn your Instagram into a pipeline. You can hover over someone's name on desktop and it's a Google Chrome extension, and it blows my effing mind, and it integrates with my CRM. So now it talks to each other, and I can literally have template DMs and stuff like that in order to track people and like where they're at in my prospecting.
That sounds like so much more organized than I can ever even aspire to
Oh
be.
my God, you're going to die when you hear about it. Seriously, I saw the tutorial and I was like, what? I was like, just take my money.
That's amazing. I hope it's user friendly. I literally am so bad at being organized. I hire someone to just manage my Asana every week.
So great. So where can people find you online? Give them all the things.
Find me on the social medias at Jenna's page with an I. It's my middle name. So it's at Jenna's page. And there's all sorts of, free tips, freebies, Instagram updates, everything like that. I'm serving it up every day.
Fantastic. Well, we're super excited to have you. Thank you so much for hopping on and chatting it up with me about the Instagrams.
My pleasure. I'll see you at the event.
Okay. Bye, everybody.